Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back again with another service call. I'm actually here in downtown Austin. Pretty nice view, huh? I'm actually at this club called Jupiter Super. Never been here before. It's a pretty cool spot, actually. I didn't expect it to be big inside. But I've already got my stuff here. I just need to grab a ladder, so let's do that. I need to clean out this van. So I think I should be able to get up there with a 6-foot ladder. Apparently this is a no cool call. I can't get my ladder out. This is my first time here. I didn't know where anything was. Hopefully we can figure this out before it starts raining, because there is a 75% chance. So the unit we're looking for is going to be RTU 5. This is a makeup air. Here's RTU 5. Remember last video I was talking about Prodigy boards? I wonder if this one has a Prodigy board in it. Oh, it has a core system in it. We have a 226. Let's see what that means. I've actually never seen a board like this before. This is kind of interesting. And it is calling for cooling, Y1 and 2. So this is I'm assuming a 2-stage compressor. So let's see what our 226 means. I don't see any numbers on here indicating what that means. Let me see if this is an ECM motor. I thought it was a belt-driven motor. So I'm not sure what 226 means. Don't really have any information. There's a booklet here. It's all soaking wet. This is a crazy looking system right here. This is calling for cool 32. Now it's cycling. Might have to get on this roof. It's already starting to rain. Oh, you can link up to it. Let me do that. Guess we can pair up to it, kind of like a Symbio board off of a train system. Wow. Okay, let's see. So open a RTU control section door. If you just powered on the RTU, please wait 2 minutes for the boot up completion. Press the pair button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then click next once you got it. I guess this is our unit here. Cool. Okay, finish. Pretty neat. Okay, so we have, okay, this is pretty cool. Hang on, I think this looks better than the Symbio system. Okay, so we have 2 active alarms. Let's see what they are. Evaporator frozen compressor 1, and we have a SST sensor failure compressor 1. So saturation suction temp, probably. Saturated suction temperature. Replace or repair. Okay, so it looks like we have, if our evaporator is freezing and we have a low temperature on the suction line, and I'm pretty sure, or the suction temp is bad or reading wrong, then we might be low on charge. I'm assuming that's the first thought. So let me go ahead and throw my gauges on this sucker. So let me connect this gauge. Okay, well, we do have pressure. And then we connect it to our liquid, which is up here. Okay. Okay, let me see what our temperatures are. Let me connect these gauges. And I'm pretty sure this is a 410 system. Let me turn up the blower. It's got to register. It's going to take a while. Wait, is my condenser fan on? Oh yeah, it is. Let me see what our, oh wait, I think it says it on here. Discharge temperature. We're at 73 degrees. 72, it's dropping. Let me keep turning up this fan. I have to wait a second just to turn it up. So sitting at 65. Let's just check out the filters and see why we would have a frozen coil. So these filters were installed August 10th. I mean, they are dirty. They're not terribly bad. They could last maybe another month or so, and then I would replace them probably till the end of this month. And let me see. Somebody brought a chair up here. Okay, so we are 410A. This unit takes 5 pounds, 6 ounces. It's a 230 system. Right now we're sitting at 59 degrees, 58. You see our pressures, 125 and 287. It's not bad. Well, coil looks pretty good as well, just by looking at it. Pressures don't look too bad either. We're sitting at 55 degrees. Discharge return is 80. Let me see if my economizer's open. I don't think it would be. Doesn't look like it is. Let me just double check. Yeah, economizer's closed. Our fan speed could definitely go up a little bit higher. Try to get this up to like 50%, or 45 now. We're at 53. I think we look pretty good. Let me see, 124 over 293 stop test. And then I wonder if you can do a restart on this without actually turning off the system. Advanced control. Oh, look, it reset. Controller reset. You'll need to reconnect to the RTU after it reboots. Okay, well look, it started out on its own actually. So I wonder if I could read the pressures without it. Okay, yeah, you can. Oh, there's more. So we're sitting at 58 degrees discharge. Our return temp is 79. It's pretty hot in that room. Humidity is 60, relative humidity is 50. Outdoor temp is 77. Blower's on, cooling's on. Y1 and 2, let me see. I wonder if I could change this name on here. This unit was installed November 20th. Oh, it doesn't even have an install time. Here's our sensors, local inputs, sensors, discharge air is 60, return, okay. Zone air temperatures, and this probably doesn't have a zone temperature. That's probably why it says it's failed. I guess you could say it's kind of like a Prodigy board, but more advanced. We're sitting at 61, 59. I'm gonna let this thing run, do its thing, and our active alarm's cleared out, which is cool. I'm gonna let this do its thing and then we'll get back to it. As soon as I put my camera down, the unit tripped an alarm. It's evaporator frozen, compressor 1. So our evaporator keeps freezing for some reason. We need to figure out, this is our sensor down here. This is our sensor here. Might have a bad sensor, I don't know. So this is custom part. There we go. So there's a little bit of corrosion in there. This is our pre-stat here. See what our phone says here. Okay, yeah, so that is our freeze stack because we just got another alarm. The system has detected a coil freeze on circuit 1, SST sensor failure. What the heck? I'm pretty sure that says saturated suction temperature. Replace repair sensor or sensor connection. Okay, so saturated suction temperature sensor. Reconnect this. We got it down to 75 in there. Where's our disconnect? Let's go ahead and power down this unit. This is our RTU5 right here. Give it a minute, turn it back on. Okay, it's booting up. Okay, so our unit just came back on. I think I'll have to reconnect. Let me see if it will. No, yeah, I have to pair it back. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Let me reconnect this unit again. I don't know how to reconnect it. All right, let's see. We're at 60 degrees. We still have an active alert. SST failure. Alarm 2. Oh, that's what the alarm is. 226. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Alarm codes. So let's go down to 226. Okay, right here. 225, 226. Okay, SST sensor failure, SST sensor failure 2, 3, and 4. So, yep, that's what I thought. Saturated suction temperature sensor on the evaporator coil is not giving expected values for the indicated compressor circuit. Open circuit, less than or equal to 65 degrees, minus 65 degrees. Short circuit, which is an option 2, but it doesn't give me the 2, so I think this one's number 1. Open circuit, less than or equal to the negative 66 degrees. So this is on the evaporator coil. It's not giving expected values. So this sensor's on the coil. Thought it'd be on the unit. I'm gonna have to figure out where the sensor is. Give me a minute. I'm gonna do my best to figure this out and then I'll get back with you guys. I was going through the schematic here and I found our saturated suction temperature right here. It's going to be RT48, sensor saturated, or RT46, sensor saturated suction temp, compressor 1. So I had to look through here, identify where RT46 was, which is this sensor here. That's our sensor we're looking for. And it's on this plug right here, P38.2 and J38.2. And there's 2 on this one harness. The top one is gonna be our R6, which is our saturated air temp. And then our bottom plug is gonna be the sensor that we're looking for. So I came to the board, started looking around. I found J38.2, which is J38.2 right there. I pulled this plug off and it went into alarm, but our top sensors are saturated. Our bottom sensor is going to be our suction saturated. So I need to measure the values on this sensor here and see if we have the correct ohms. I think it's 930 ohms I think is average. So I guess we'll find out if we have a good sensor or bad sensor. Take our 2 leads. One goes to one side, the other goes to the other side, which I'm getting open line. I'm not getting anything on that sensor. Let me read this top sensor. Let's see if I'm just, okay, see? We have 12 ohms on that sensor on the top, and we're getting an open line on this one. So I think we have a bad sensor. So what I'm gonna do, let me just go through this manual a little bit further in just to see where, or if I'm reading the correct ohms for that particular sensor. So I took a screenshot of it, it's down here. So it says, we're reading the value of 1, which is open circuit, less than or equal to negative 66 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what res means, probably reset. Greater than to 930 kilo ohms. Do I even have that setting? Ohms, just ohms. Wait, that's kilo ohms, right? I don't know if my meter can read kilo ohms. Let me trace out this wire as well just to verify that's correct. It is going into that. So let me see. I'm gonna take this off. This is our gray wire to red and black. Okay, so let me see here. We're gonna read our ohms on this sensor. We might have to go run to Lennox to see if we can get a new, yeah. See, you're reading 0. Okay, so I think we're gonna have a sensor issue. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a picture of the sensor, run over to Lennox, grab a new one. Well, first I'm gonna talk to the tenant that owns this place and then go from there. All right, guys, well, I got some bad news. I literally spent, I don't even know, like 3 hours trying to get a hold of tech support because I wanted to confirm that the sensor that I'm looking at is the saturated suction temperature, which I think it is, and I think it's not, but I'm just gonna go with what I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that sensor replaced. This will carry on probably a couple days from now because I have to order those sensors. I ordered the sensors. It says they should be in tomorrow, which is Friday the 21st. If not Friday, then they'll be in next week, which will be what, 21st on Monday. I don't know what day that is, the 24th. I ordered a whole kit, and the whole kit comes with like 4 or 5 other sensors, which came out to like $230. And I just wanted that one sensor, but they don't sell it by itself. You have to buy every single sensor, which kind of sucks, but that's where I'm at. So I just turned off the system to reset it because I had unplugged that sensor that was on the suction line. It was showing me an alarm I'm trying to get rid of. It was showing me an alarm that I need to clear off the control board. I'll show you guys the sensor that I'll be replacing. So that's gonna be it for this remainder, and I will see you guys either tomorrow or Monday. All right, so today's a new day, and luckily those sensors came in right here. This right here for these sensors was $230. That's insane, but I'm only gonna be replacing this sensor. So just to confirm, I did confirm myself already, but Remember yesterday, I checked my ohms on the old sensor and it was reading open line. It was reading just like that. And on this brand new sensor, we are reading 11.0. Just depends on the temperature. Now, if I were to hold my hand on this, the ohms would start going up if I can just get it right, or go down. It's dropping rapidly. So we know it works. And if I let my hand up off of the sensor and it starts just reading this temperature outside, it'll start to rise. So we know that works. We're gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna take my whole bag up there. I'm just gonna go ahead and take what I actually need. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave these sensors inside the unit because these sensors right here that are already previously on the unit are not bad. So I'm just gonna take these with me. Take some zip ties. I got these little ones. And then some cutters. And really that's it. That's all I'm taking. I'm not taking anything else. It's been raining here and there. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me while I'm up there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and shut down this unit. I just wanted to register this sensor once I get it hooked up. Open this. Stick these right here. Extra sensors. All right. So what we'll go ahead and do is unclip this and then cut these zip ties off right here. That's it, yeah. Look at that. It's all severely rusted compared to our new one. Oh yeah, you could tell, big difference. Okay, so we'll get this one installed. There we go. I'll attach a zip tie right there. Then we'll go ahead and plug this back in. We'll zip tie the excess. Oh, wait. This is the same. This is not the same. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let me see what other sensors we got. That's crazy. I did not realize that. This red one right here will work. Actually, I think all of them will. Oh no, they're all females. Well, this is female too, but this one, yeah, these won't work. There's a shrink wrap too on here. I'm not gonna be able to put that on there. I might have to splice these wires, which is something I didn't want to do, but I might have to. So these are the exact same. Right here, these are the exact same. And this won't stretch any further. I know this is not gonna reach the entire system. I would have to, I don't even know. I would just have to wire nut it. I have to cut this off right here, strip the wires, and then wire nut it, which is something I don't wanna do. Unless I do something like this. I could do like something like this. I don't know if I even have that type of connector. Let me grab some connectors, and I think we might have to do that. We'll have to cut here, and luckily if I have something like this, I'll do this instead, but I do have an alternative that I can do. We'll try that too. Let me go check my van really quickly. Okay, so this is what I brought. I brought 2 little spades and then 2 wire connectors. I wanted to see which one worked best. I'm pretty sure these are gonna work better, but it doesn't hurt to try the other option. So what I wanted to do was put these in here, which that looks like it'll go. That one will go too. Because I don't want to tear this apart, really. I'd rather just do the sensor itself. So we'll give this a shot first. I'll go ahead and cut this off. And we'll tear these apart. Strip these. See if I got enough wire. Oh yeah. Okay, so these are actually a little bit thicker in diameter, so I'm gonna go ahead and strip more and fold these wires down. That way the spade connector has more to grip onto. And then we'll stick this in the crimper. Go. That's not going nowhere. And for our next one, Cool. That's not going nowhere either. So now we can go ahead and plug this up. You can get 2 in there. Boom, just like that. Those are definitely not going anywhere. Okay, that's that, and then we'll go ahead and zip tie the rest of the excess. See how it works. So let's power on the system. We're gonna get my phone reconnected to this unit. Gotta wait for this to boot up. Takes a minute. All right, we got it booted up. Now we just need to hit the pair button. There's our unit. And right off the bat, I don't even see the 226 error code on there anymore. So let's go to active alarms. We're gonna let this unit do its thing. See if this alarm shows up. I see another alarm here. I can't tell if it's trying to show me a 6 and that went out, or is this a B69? I had the manual pulled up here. Okay, so here's my alarm codes. Let me just make sure that's not an alarm. If it was, it'd be 669. Yeah, see, it only goes to 500. So that must mean something else. Whatever B69 means, I don't know what that means. If anybody knows, just let me know in the comments down below. So I'm not sure what that means. If it's like on standby or something. Okay, so I couldn't find nothing on that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing to come on. Do a test, component test. We'll do cooling stage 2. We'll do a start test. Should come right on. I wish you could input the blower speed manually instead of tapping this and waiting. I want my blower speed like in the 40s. We're down to 65. It's dropping pretty quick. We're down to 55 degrees. We'll stop it at 65% for the blower speed. It should be good enough. We're at 55. Return air temp is 72, which is that's also going to be our space temp. So yeah, so I do want to confirm that that was the sensor that we needed to replace, because the sensor didn't even pop up on the board as soon as I powered it on. Because when I first came to this unit, that was the first number I saw was a 226 error code. Even if I reset it at the disconnect, turn it back on, that's the first code that would pop up. And now that I've replaced the sensor, it doesn't even pop up anymore. So I'm gonna let this thing run for about 15 to 20 minutes, and if I don't see it come up again, then we're gonna call this unit good. All right, guys. I took it off of test mode, and I actually haven't seen the alarm code pop up again since, and it's probably been about 20 minutes or so. So I think I'm gonna call this unit good, and it should be ready for tonight. What this unit is used for, I never got to tell you, is this place is a restaurant that only serves dinner. So they open up like around 5 o'clock, and it's a pretty cool spot. This building is very, very nice inside. It's super nice. I could already tell you that the food is very expensive based off of me walking through there. The food, I bet you like a little piece of grass is probably like $60. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you guys in the next service call. Peace.